opportunity, and we can make it something really cool. But you think I'm not that kind of girl. Let me tell you, baby, I know how to rock your world. Don't think that I'm not strong, I'm the one to take you home. Don't wanna underestimate me, boy, and make you sorry you were born. You don't know me the way you really should. It's your misunderstood, don't call me. You got to know that, baby, that I'll never do. You know I don't belong to you. This time you knew I'm not yours. I belong to me, don't call me. You got to know that, baby, that I'll never do. You know I don't belong to you. This time you knew I'm not yours. I belong to me, don't call me. What you want from me, it seems nice, but you don't know how to handle things right. I ain't the girl to fall at first sight, but I can make you fall in one night. I'm dangerous and choosy, Betty and she bougie. She know how to do it, come on, let me prove it. You don't know me the way you really should. It's your misunderstood, don't call me. You got to know that, baby, that I'll never do. You know I don't belong to you. This time you knew I'm not yours. I belong to me, don't call me. You got to know that, baby, that I'll never do. You know I don't belong to you. This time you knew I'm not yours. I belong to me, don't call me. Behind my smile is my IQ. I must admit it don't sit with the likes of you. You're really sweet, you're really nice. But didn't mama ever tell you not to play with fire? Don't think that I'm not strong, I'm the one to take you home. Don't underestimate me, boy, and make you sorry you were born. You don't know me the way you really should. It's your misunderstood, don't call me. You got to know that, baby, that I'll never do. You know I don't belong to you. This time you knew I'm not yours. I belong to me, don't call me. You got to know that, baby, that I'll never do. You know I don't belong to you. This time you knew I'm not yours. I belong to me, don't call me. Someone who ain't sure, got what you need on the plug. Jealousy hidden in jokes, but I'm all you left in the most. Baby, I'm fierce and I'm blessed. Haters fuel the success, and no, you couldn't walk in my shoes. You would've fell at first step. Woman with a vision, dreams big is my ambition. Ready to make it happen, a force to be reckoned with. Mama made a savage, can never be labeled average. Came up from another planet, stunting like it's a habit. They claim they never see me, but they lurking on my page. Hate don't make you pretty, talking about my body shape. Didn't care about my feelings till I made them feel the same. Beauty ain't got a size, baby, it's a state of mind. Know the confidence on level of a selfie with no filter. My conversations about me and the way that I be built up. Never want you happy, they can't find it in themselves. Trying to put you in a box and keep you up on the shelf. Oh yeah, I've been about it. Running their mouth because they know I'm popping. Waking their thoughts, I got them losing it. They won't admit that I'm the fucking shit. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, I've been about it. Running their mouth because they know I'm popping. Waking their thoughts, I got them losing it. They won't admit that I'm the fucking shit. Out here hunting dreams, not chasing goals. Baby, my vibration on fleek, my aura gold. And I protect my energy because I know they wanna take my peace from me. I'm rolling slow, and how they seem to find the time time amazes me. No need a sugarcoat, cause I'm the bakery. Sometimes the grass is greener cause it's fakery. Never met a hater doing better than me. They claim that they don't hear me, but it's written on their face. Every time I do me, they got something else to say. They stay pressed, but I stay blessed. I'm not the player, I'm the game. Hating is out of style, you're a fan that's in denial. And my only competition's with the person in the mirror. Talking bad about me cause you know that I can hear you. They don't wanna see you happy, they can find it in themselves. The limit that you have is the one you set yourself. Oh yeah, I've been about it. Running their mouth because they know I'm popping. Waking their doubts, I got them losing it. They won't admit that I'm the fucking shit. Oh yeah, I've been about it. Running their mouth because they know I'm popping. Waking their doubts, I got them losing it. They won't admit that I'm the fucking shit. You can front, but I know you want it. There's no need to hide. Baby, come show me. Don't act so surprised. Watch me control it. Oh, I got you all in your feels. Maybe, baby, this could be real. You step to me like you done this dance before. My eyes were clucking when you walked through that door. You took my hand and led me straight to the floor. Smelling like trouble, what is it? Something about you, I knew you was different. You to me, into another mind. I can see, sure you want this lover. Boy, don't tease, I can't hold back. I'm speaking facts, better not fumble this bag. Cause most these men do and I got it like that. You can front, but I know you want it. There's no need to hide. Baby, come show me. Don't act so surprised. Watch me control it. Oh, I got you all in your feels. Maybe, baby, this could be real. Love the way you speak to me. Never had another brother come and preach to me. Conversation on a level got me feeling him. Your mind's so beautiful, the way you talk. Tell me where we go from here. Do we grab another drink or do we disappear? Tingles running down my spine while you all in my ear. Baby, I can see your mind and know it's crystal clear. So hold me, come and live in this moment. No restraint to move slowly. Thinking things so unholy. You own me, I'll be happy when you're inside me. If you could see with my mind, things going all kind of wild. If you wanted to, I can tell by your smile. You can front, but I know you want it. There's no need to hide. Baby, come show me. Don't act so surprised. Watch me control it. Oh, I got you all in your feels. Maybe, baby, this could be real. You can front, but I know you want it. There's no need to hide. Baby, come show me. Don't act so surprised. Watch me control it. Oh, I got you all in your feels. Maybe, baby, this could be real. You can front, but I know you want it. There's no need to hide. Baby, come show me.
Hello to my brothers, sisters, misses, and misters, and all my beautiful NBs. Welcome to the All Day BPA broadcast. I'm your host, All Day BPA. How is everyone? What's everyone saying? How's everyone's day been? Hello, everyone in chat. Hello to everyone, all the lurkers. $35 months. I don't even. Do you know what I mean? 35 months is crazy. I knew that was gonna. I knew that was gonna happen. uh, thank you so much, Inky. Thank you so much for Groove. Thank you for the 35 months. You guys are actually my longest subscribers. Hinky, of course, you are the longest. I appreciate that. I appreciate all of you. You have to kiss them. I don't have to kiss that damn thing. I'm not kissing this doll. I want to make that very clear. There's never going to be a point where I kiss it. I want you to actually know this, because I feel like you guys keep saying this as if I have to do it. I'm not going to do it. So, it sucks to suck. But guys, listen, I wanted to say today's stream is probably going to end earlier. It's not going to be the full up to like 10:30, whatever it is, because I actually have things I need to do after stream. So, yeah, I'm gonna stay as long as I can, whatever, and then I'll probably like leave earlier. So obviously, guys, can't wait to watch you play Oblivion. No one is playing Oblivion. Inky, don't do that. You know what I say about Bethesda games. You know what I feel about them. You know how much their games don't work for. Where the fuck is my PlayStation? My controller's charging over there. I don't know why it's even over there. One sec. All the Oblivion. Play Indiana Jones, you coward. Indiana Jones could be a game that I play, because that's not like that's Bethesda publishing, in it. That's a Machine Games game. But yeah, like I probably like their RPGs suck fucking to me. They suck bad, so I have no interest in we still never seen a picture of the sloth. I think green screen shenanigans. Played on the Jersey guard. My brother's playing Oblivion. Yeah, listen. Hey, by the way, hello, Shani. Yo, listen. There are so many people who are wilding. Like when it leaks, like last week, my group chat was going crazy, and I'm thinking, why are these niggas geeking? What's wrong with these niggas? Just literally like 300-400 messages of them just yapping. I'm just like, bro, I'm not even gonna look into that fucking combo, bro. You can teach that, Nathan Drake. What have you just said for Griff? Are you out of your fucking mind, you idiots? Don't ever say crazy shit like that again. Don't ever say no crazy shit like that. No one is better than ND. Where's the sloth? Where's our baby boy? He's still here. He's still him. Like, this isn't green screen shenanigans for Griff. Look. Isn't GTA super janky, but you love it? No, GTA is not super janky. Are you fucking crazy? GTA has, you can glitch things in GTA, but it's not inherently janky, not even by a long shot. Bethesda games are inherently janky, inherently glitchy. John Slothner, okay. Him better, okay. Okay. This is who, okay. Yes, yeah, okay. Do you know it's about you, man? You, man, are disgusting human beings. I had to say it. And if you guys need to sue me, then sue me. Can the sloth play for a bit? Nah, the sloth ain't got fingers like that. You fucking disrespectful ableist. What's wrong with you? 1 second, I need to flip my PCs. So my monitor can, like, come on. All right, you, man, listen. You see this game, yeah? So, I've wanted to play this game for a minute. And certain man are telling me that it might be higher brow than what I would usually allow. But I disagree. Because I'm a maverick. Do you understand? When you're a goated ass nigga like me, none of these games can defeat you. Do you know what I mean? I cannot be defeated. Do you know what I mean? I don't know what to talk about his day. Okay. Get the force lost on one of the accessible controllers, you cruel man. Okay. He actually said he doesn't want a controller, by the way. Does Love have his own chair? I'll buy him one. Does need a throne? No, they don't. He doesn't. He's literally on the floor right now. He's slumped on the floor. and then I just pick him up by his neck to show you guys. The prince for stuff is king. Oh, oh. And here's me trying to give you English subtitles, Hink, because you have a spicy brain. Have you played Stanley Parable before? No. You should know that. Please adjust the slide until the computer is barely visible. I'm gonna try to keep it as visible as I can, because I know that it visuals tend to look different on like PC through this stream. So I don't want it to be like too dark for you guys, and it. Do you know what I mean? I mean, I could obviously change it later, but you know, I need to keep it fair for you guys. Please enter the current. What are you talking about? For what? You better not do freaky ass nigga stuff, by the way. I know it's 34, but it's going to be 35 soon. It just turned 35. You put your kids on the floor. Yeah. What are you guys are talking about me being how have I fucked up on the Equality Act? You're actually moving crazy. This is the bad place.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Man like Stan?
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of
I'd kill myself, by the way. I mean,
others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job.
I would absolutely, yeah.
Was happy.
I don't know how a human being can be happy.
And then one
by
day,
that.
something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened.
Has he been ostracized?
Complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Can I see my body? Oh, I like it when I can see my body. In these like sort of first
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Wait, hold on. Is there a way of like playing this at 60 FPS or something? Subtle background, accessibility. Nah, there isn't. Is that the meeting room there? No. What are you talking about? Abuse.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I did? No, you know what? I'm going to listen. Because Stanley would listen. Do you know what I mean?
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Tomorrow, complete today's unfinished agenda items. Write next day's agenda. Reflect. Not cost efficient. Standardized graphs 40 times wides. Okay. Watch out for what do you mean the zombies?
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Oh, he's living swanky. Executive bathroom. Let's see what's going on in the bathrooms. Money in the morning, money in the evening, money for breakfast, money crisp. Okay. Extreme bathrooms. Okay. Where's Judy, the secretary?
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him, and so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
I figured it out. I'm a hacker.
Pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Why is Chris who the fuck is Chris? This is, forget, there better not be zombies in this or anything nonsense like that, yeah? There better not be nothing silly in this, yeah?
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Hey! Let's calm down. This is similar to that. Yeah, it really is. Oh, no,
Stanley
I don't.
walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
I don't think it's the same creators, but the Stanley Parable game came out first. It came out like years ago. Guys, guys, what are we doing? Escape, or are we going into the mind control facility? I feel like the game wants me to go here.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
It's a Cerebro!
What horrible secret did this place
Professor
hold?
Xavier!
Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Let's not get silly now, yeah?
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Yeah, this just feels like regular corporate office work, bro.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Elite gaming cell, okay. To be fair, yeah. But
no,
do they get to go home?
He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable.
Bro, this nigga's never watched the Truman Show, by the way.
Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
Okay, Stanley's a bad man.
Would dismantle the controls once and for all.
I'm assuming that there's a gate like that was blocking that. Okay, I'm assuming we have to do it in order or something like that. I thought, you see that word there, the first word down there, I thought that said hink. But it obviously says mind. Wait, does it say mind? Yeah, mind control. I thought so.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his...
Mr. A, the type of timing I'm on, you wouldn't understand, Mr. fucking narrator guy. You're not powerful, more powerful than me. Just think how many different newspaper accounts you could...
blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty.
Oh, I thought you meant blackness is in...
Was it over?
Man?
Yes.
Let's keep going.
He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away.
You are free, my brother.
Even as
don't let the white man control your mind.
Stanley reflected on how many people still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold?
There we go.
As sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go.
Perfect.
No longer would anyone tell him where to go,
perfect,
what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know.
It's just not oblivion.
It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin.
Look at this.
The feeling of liberation.
The fastest and repairable player of all time. Clock that time, by the way, guys.
This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
100% oblivion. That's what I'm saying. I did it. Huh? Wait, what? Guys.
All of his co-workers were gone.
What the bumper?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps
No, stop talking.
A memo.
Jordan, I guess you get to find out what happens if we go to escape.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
I'm not gonna lie, we need to go right.
Left.
But you wanted to see the escape, so let's do the escape.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
My narrator, stop talking to me.
Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to
I'm not gonna lie, downstairs.
Upstairs to his
why was the
office.
why was the light red there, bro? What was it? 4825 in it.
Manager's office. Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking
was it not
behind
4825?
paintings, desperate for
Or
clues to his
4285?
situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845.
Yeah.
But of course, Stanley, yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code. by
This is
sheer
why.
luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
By the way,
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control
No.
Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Jordan. Well, we're not going to trust
The door
him.
behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
We're not going to trust him. We're not going to trust him. We're not going to trust him. He's working with the man. And
At
we.
this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death. As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And
I can
he was
duck.
blind and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life.
I can duck. I can duck.
Stanley.
Hopefully, it doesn't crush me.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Oh, never mind. Okay.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Bro, what? The office. Bro, what?
Then he pushed the number 8. Now then, this elevator for sure will get him right back on track to where he was supposed to be.
Bro. So it was bro, that's what I'm saying. Where the fuck is my office? Should add Stanley to our slot now. Is it's not my office. 427. As always, from left to right, the evolution size office over time. The first was created in no. Okay. Is it this thing I'm supposed to get in or something?
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Turn off your PlayStation. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let...
We're not calling him that, by the way, for a girl. Okay. So it's not the escape routes.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yep.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few... But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No, we didn't. We're Stanley. We can decide for ourselves.
So bad at following directions. It's incredible.
Maybe that's the point. Maybe the point is to not follow directions. Isn't this the whole point? Like, Stanley needs to be his own person. Alexis, the person. When we see his cargo lift, 4,000 penalty for jumping off the cargo lift, 5,000.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life.
Where's the nigga talking about?
She's been waiting.
Okay, so we will listen to some of his instructions.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith...
Sound doesn't like girls. I think what are you talking about? No, this is different.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
A white woman.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
What's really going on? Hey, honey, I'm home.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Huh?
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
No, I don't want to press that. I don't want to press. Like, who are you violating right now? No, I have to be able to escape somehow. Let me open that door. Can't. Okay. Mama's help me. Okay, she's not helping me. Okay.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
No, I don't want to press that. He's violating, man.
But in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful, and each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Okay.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth.
Am I tweaking?
The thought excited him terribly.
Is that what's going on? Am I tweaking?
So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
This nigga is just...
As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations.
Is this going to respawn into my actual just
room
me being back in my thing?
Mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And
a yellow line
was
trademark?
a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable. It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
To tell your wife you love her. It's a baby.
But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
I don't want to press these buttons. I want to break free.
And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
But I have... No, I'm doing it.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Please press square to question nothing.
I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried...
What the titties is going on? Guys, no, hold on. No. No. We have to get out of here. We have to get
All
out
of
of
his
here.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided, oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the trophy? Click a door 5 times? Is that all you think a trophy is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks? Now, suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
No, one of these doors has to open. One of these doors has to open. One of these doors has to open. Was that spilt before? Click door 20 times. Bro, I've got more important things. I need to not fucking die. Like, look, there's something back there. Do you see what I'm saying?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow, yes, this room. What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous, gorgeous room. Thank goodness Stanley had taken this detour on his way to the meeting room. Life without having experienced this room was now too horrible even to consider. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Okay, we can do that. I'm not gonna lie, a part of me. Do you see how
Stanley
there's
was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired
the
years
door
ago.
closed? For fuck's sake. You see how there's this, like over there. Like I feel like I should walk off the platform.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Do you know what I mean? Like, look, when it raises,
Really, I'm not. I realize that
I should, like,
investing in your
jump
trust
off.
in
Do you know what I
someone
mean?
else can be difficult.
Yeah.
But the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone... What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why?
Big man, you've killed me like 19 times.
You of this, but I really do want to help you. To
Danger,
show you something
danger
beautiful.
everywhere, GG.
Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
No. What is really going on? Also, you know the escape where we took before? No,
Now
not the
listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
No, Stanley didn't. Stanley walked through the white one. No, he didn't. For God, have you finished this game?
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door. All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see, there's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing, because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what, let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
I don't really want to go that way. It made me go that way anyway.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
I have to give feedback. I'm going to give it a 1.
A 1? I mean, I can understand if you had reservations, you saw ways the game could be improved to more fully express itself mechanically and artistically, but a 1? That's not even helpful. What am I supposed to do with that? But I guess it isn't my place to judge. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Gigi, I don't think I'm going to be able to... Worldwide leaderboard. Why is there a Scottish flag as number 1? That means I'm bad.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
What the fuck is going on?
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Solo, baby.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out, I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game, just to ease the pain? Let's see.
If they restart me,
Yes, this seems like it'll work.
If they restart me, because we've made so much progress. What the shit is going
What do you
on?
think this game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory? What is our
Bro,
motivation?
what's going on?
Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose. Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity.
No, guys,
So far,
guys,
I love
I'm so
everything
confused.
about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
What? Bro, I have to end stream. guys, I actually have to end stream. What is actually going on? Why is Firewatch in this? Is it made by the same niggas? Bro, it really is the same map. No, it's a different group of people. It's a different dev.
Oh, no. No, it can't be. It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly, block it off.
Jonesy.
Oh, thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call. You nearly wandered off into that thing. That big, open, just wandering around. No right or wrong directions. No path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game. Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls.
It better not be like something like that Backrooms or something. We actually play the baby game for 4 hours.
This will be just...
Yeah, for a curve. That's for a mad youth. That's not for a nigga like me, bro. This is Rocket League!
Exactly
It's over! Game of the year! Game of the year! Game of the year! Game of the year! This is game of the year, man! This is game of the year, bro! Bro, this is game of the year! This is the greatest game of all time! This is the greatest game of all time! That's it! It's over! Guys, it's actually over. I need to tell you guys right now. It is over. This is the single greatest game of all time. I cannot believe what we are witnessing. This is gaming. This is what we wake up in the morning for. This is what gets our penises penised. Do you understand me? I cannot believe we're playing Rocket League. Yo, listen. Narrator, shush. Hold on. I need to drink because my mouth is dry right now. Sheer excitement. No. Yo, get me my fucking...
Just a nice big box.
Yo, hurry up, man.
There is
no, I don't want to run. Where's my...
You could get lost here.
No, hurry up.
Is game design.
Load it up.
Stanley,
where's my car?
In this game, I
come on, baby.
Impressed.
Shush! Give me my fucking... Please give me my octane.
Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see.
I can show you.
There
give me my
of
car.
Here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack.
We don't want to race.
There's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball?
I'm licking my lips.
I think it's sports
Please.
Ball.
Oh, yep.
Fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, I think surely we must.
Please.
Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
Yeah? Where's my car? Please! Bro, we're actually playing Rocket League, by the way. Please. Oh, I swear if they let me turn into Octane. Look at this.
Are you winning?
Even when I'm playing Stanley, I'm the greatest Rocket League player of all time. Where's the ball?
Stanley, I have a thought. And I realize I'm not a sportsologist, but if one ball generates a certain amount of raw adrenal pleasure, then surely multiple balls makes for an even more euphoric.
How did you know I was excited?
I'm going to try.
Is this nigga watching me?
Here comes another ball.
Where?
Yes.
Bro, please give me another.
Oh, goodness, that really does feel amazing, doesn't it? Stanley, I'm like a child in a confectionery shop. I simply have to have more.
Give me another one.
Insatiable.
Give me another one.
More balls.
Give me another one. Give me all of them, bro. Bro, I swear on you, man, don't understand. If I had my octane right now, yeah, you man don't know, bro. It would literally be like 6-0 to me. Bro, this is the greatest game of all time. I want to make this very clear. Bro, listen, I can do this all day, man.
Is this a real video game?
This is the realest video game. Shiny Power Ball's done, man.
That's right. Your little fun comes to an end. This is my game, and what I say goes. You get to have fun when I let you, Stanley. Besides, you need someone like me to set boundaries for you. Without rules or boundaries, video games are nothing. Yes, that's what I am. I am structure. I'm your sense of purpose. And since you decided you didn't want to play my game, now I don't want to play with you either. So, goodbye, Stanley. I'm leaving. See how you like it when I'm not around to set the rules. Somehow, I don't think you'll enjoy it as much. But who knows? You're an inventive kid. You'll come up with something. After all, you're the one who knows best. Take care, Stanley.
Rocket League is so good, man. I love this game so much. Has he really left me? Maybe I can escape through the goals? Oh, you guys don't understand, man. You guys don't understand, man.
Hold on. What are you doing?
Yeah, you see, Rocket League will set
Stanley, don't
you
do that.
free.
I can't follow you there. I can't help you.
Rocket
How
League
will
will
you
set
write
you
a story
free.
without me? You can't do it. You know that, Stanley.
Rocket League was. Let me tell you something. Listen, God sent down his favorite video game of all time and spread it amongst the masses. And if you guys deny Rocket League, you'll never make it to the kingdom of heaven. Bro, I'm telling you, man. You might need to start playing Rocket League, bro. I'm telling you that for free. Oh. But we're going to this. Why? God plays Rocket League 100%. Huh? You sound like a 10-year-old boy. Whoa, I sound like a... Did I just die? Did I just shit their beds? Alright. Let's not get scary now, yeah? Let's not get scary now, yeah? Let's just be nice and easy, yeah? Let's take it nice and easy. Nothing too crazy. Cool down. This is feeling very backroomsy. Do you know what I mean? 423, 44. I'm assuming we're trying to get to 427 because we're 427.
And his name is John C.
Program, let me tell you something about you, by the way. You're gonna get punched in your dick. Okay. Here we are. What kind of Soviet era fucking computer is this, bro? What is going on? I'm here. I'm in my room. Why isn't it working?
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
What is going on? And is... What are you talking about?
I can't wait to tell this story to my co-workers, Stanley thought. How amusing they'll find it. Oh, won't we all just laugh and laugh at the time I thought everyone had gone missing.
Guys, what's really going on?
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Bro, this nigga is actually making fun of me.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track. But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left.
Okay, but does this open? Or this? I don't know if that opens, guys.
Oh, no. No, it's to the right. My mistake.
Wait. Door can't open.
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh, dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
Let me see if I can open them.
Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Yo, who's in that whip, though?
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning.
No, wait.
Suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
Guys. I need you all to understand. Hold on. No. Hold on. Please, computer. I actually just want to press the buttons again. Please, I just want to click the buttons.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
That made a noise. We have to be missing. Well, we obviously are missing something. No, wait, hold on. The door's not open.
When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere, or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
I'm going this way because it was blocked off. What's all this then? Hang a bat. Huh? Okay, I'm gonna follow those yellow boxes because they're the only thing with color.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Broski.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply...
That yellow box wasn't there before, was it? Okay. Bro, I feel like I'm losing my mind playing this, you know? I feel like I'm losing my mind.
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from.
Yeah.
Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Okay. Don't do nothing dumb though. We're just here for a good time, bro. Bro, these yellow boxes weren't here before, I'm telling yous.
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait, never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
What in the Last of Us is going on here?
Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off. So, good job.
When you're the nigga in the streets, you're the nigga in the streets.
No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win.
Calm down.
This was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen.
That's what I'm saying for a girl.
I have to restart.
Okay.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line.
Trademarks.
Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Okay, let's actually follow the line. Line with it, line with it. Bomba! I'm not gonna lie, a part of me doesn't want to follow it. Part of me wants to see if, you know, the same way we went before. Do you know what I mean?
No, I'm down. We're leaving it up to the line from now on.
Okay. I think we made him mad. We made the narrator mad. He's like, fuck this nigga. What's wrong with him?
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay. Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office...
This line has gone to shit, by the way.
...the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct. Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to...
A question mark built in question mark. What is going on? 007. Mama, you're not missing anything. I'm so confused. Why are you guys dancing? So close to my heads. I'm trying to get used to it. If you the Houston's easy to navigate through, by the way. Why is Payday here now? What is this game? Bro! Oh yeah, I can dig that for growth. Is that a chair? Oh, I thought that was a chair on the wall. No reviews, monthly lectures. Are you guys seeing this? If we go this way, it becomes a room to go through. But if you come this way, it's not a room. And it's double-sided.
Cut the music, go back and look at that fern.
What the fuck is this a fern?
Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You
Is
won't
this a
want to
fern?
miss anything.
This is a fern, right? This. I don't know what a fern is. This is a fern. You got Hinky by the narrator. Fuck you. And fuck you, Hinky. This is your fault for being a plant, babes. Read a book for fuck's sake. No, unless the book is made out of a fern.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
But stop killing them, Hinky. You sicko. I did say these are the ways that...
Oh, no, not again, Line. How could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
This guy is so sick of me. I was sniffing my own chair. This guy is a freaky ass nigga. If I have a fan actually, an asparagus fan. Okay. Okay.
You know what, Stanley?
Hinky, what's this?
I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. This all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
That's a Calathea. Shameful girl. She's 6 again. That's it. Yeah.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever
Want it
it
to be a
might be,
story
Stanley,
about us being
I'm
in space
ready for
and
it.
there's 6 big titted shorties and they are in love with Stanley. See? That's the greatest story of all time, and it's a love story and a story about family. Oh.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Bro, why do they keep trademarking words? You can't trademark words.
A choice. We get to make a decision.
Of course,
From
only my
here,
eye.
The story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
Destination unknown. What is going on?
Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you...
This is the ending you got. What is going on? There's a phone call. That wasn't happening before. This wasn't here.
Hello. This is a recorded message scheduled either by you or a person in your place of work. The purpose of this message is to warn you about the dangers of recorded messages. If at any time you believe you are listening to a recorded message, please terminate it immediately and cease all flow of information from the recorded message into your perceptual sphere. Thank you, and have a pleasant day.
What the hell? Bro, what is going on? New content. No, let's go see if the old content still works.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Let's do the first thing that happened.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
You see what I'm talking about?
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense.
Did I just do a
And as
360?
Stanley pondered this, he
I
began to
did.
make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors
That's what I
close automatically
said.
behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was
Starfields.
so much fun, and Stanley
Bethesda
marveled
mention.
that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words is quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment and my wife and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Bro, what is going on?
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black. This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, For just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy, this much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
You crazy guy, man. Arcade just forever getting mentioned. Broski. Photograph, did you see that? I don't know if that was an ending, actually.
I can't wait to tell this story to my co-workers, Stanley thought. How amusing they'll find it. Oh, won't we all just laugh and laugh at the time I thought everyone had gone missing.
Okay, let's actually check out the new content.
New content? What does that mean, new content?
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable to delighting audiences the world over.
Yeah.
Step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await.
I thought those were
the
gravestones,
Stanley
by the way.
Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful.
Wait,
I'm very
what
excited
is-
to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
No. Bro, what is going on?
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
Do I have to click something?
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... Oh, there we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more
If
ready.
they send you back to my office, yeah? You men are gonna know a different Belial, bro.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley. All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
There's no way they're making me press X 30 times, right? Bro, I feel like a nitwit but doing this shit, by the way. No. Oh my god.
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
No, on a big man thing. They made me press jump 36 times for nothing. Okay. I'm not gonna get angry. Let's keep it pushing. Okay. If we're gonna be quiet. Be quiet.
Another elevator.
I don't want to get angry.
I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could count to 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh wait, there's more. Very good. Yes, I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
No.
That's it?
No.
You've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's trophies, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test trophy, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game, and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
Friend? I don't know about all that, Chief. This is not my office, big man. This is not the office, big man. This is the office.
Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something. Oh, you don't want to see the cool surprise I made for you? Well, fine. You're a dork anyway, so who cares? Oh, never mind. You're not a dork.
Man called me a dork. Just... Did he kill me? Okay, cool.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look.
Assassin's Creed, bruv.
I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC. You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap PlayStation port? Remember back in October of 2013 when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something.
Zone, sweet zone. Is that actually... Is this the Steam page for the Stanley? Yo, these niggas are crazy. I lie for curve. Buy on pressurized gas. Buy on Steam. Okay. These people are geniuses, though. What is this? Audience awards. The Sniper Bubble. Yeah, no, the Sniper Bubble won so many awards. I remember that. I remember that Games Awards. I was like, bro, what the fuck game is this? Smile because it happened. That's Mr. Krabs' first ever dollar, by the way. Better not get a speck of paint on that. So wait, we have technology. Unachievable. It's impossible to get this achievement. Bro, go outside. Don't play for 5 years. Jesus Christ. I want the sepia tone. New video game releasing today. Created surprisingly down to earth. That's what achievement, the 5-year one. It better not be.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of..."
Oh, that's so good. Oh, that's so good. Yeah, I think like James Stephanie. Wait, hold on. Let me see. I don't know if you guys know who James Stephanie Sterling is. Oh, wait, I'm just realized this is on. I'm playing this on console, on PC. I was about to drag something over. They have a TV show. They have a YouTube channel called The Gymquisition. Like James Stephanie used to be like she's very harsh, like a very, very, very harsh reviewer. But the thing she says is very, like she really loves games. So when she reviews, it's like harsh, but it's coming from a place of, oh no, but she really loves this shit. Do you know what I mean? So a lot of people hate her when she reviews their games because she knows it's going to be scathing, basically. So the fact that they're reading her review is just so fucking funny, especially because she gave it a 10.
Art. Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created. Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim. It was Persona 3.
It was not Persona 3, by the way. Golden, you must be out of your mind.
It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
I think that's the lead design of the game.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. All they had to do was transport it in pristine condition along to the PlayStation, boom, done. And they couldn't even do that. Couldn't resist the urge to go meddling with a beloved franchise.
Wait, shouldn't this door open? What? Can I get through here? Apparently not.
These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back to have it all over again.
Yeah, I'm a genius.
Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here? Oh no, oh God, no, Stanley. It's a collection of reviews from Pressurized Gas, the extremely popular online storefront for computer games. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here.
Let's see them Steam reviews, buddy.
Reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
Oh.
I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
This is actually genius, man.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. Well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't
That's
know
beautiful
how much
use of the
fluff
word
I cut
terse.
from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did, but maybe it wasn't. Oh dear. What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered. What's this one got to say?
9.8 played for 10 hours.
So the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have. And here it is. Go ahead and... Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound... Well there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof, and it's all over. I can't wait to see what Cookie 9 will say about this, and whether they'll edit the rating of their pressurized gas review. Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes? It's not unendurable by any means. Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really true. Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time. Just sitting here. Not a single person to speak with.
This is really triggering my chronophobia. This is really like, if you guys could see my arms right now, like I literally have like goosebumps. Like the thought of this literally makes me feel like sick. Like I feel unnerved that time can just pass that quickly when you've skipped so much.
That's just how it's always been.
I don't even want to press it again.
Talking and you saying nothing. Would you think that it's exactly the same as always? Doesn't that feel like what we've already been doing? Me just talking? But it isn't.
Hinky, click is the reason, one of the main reasons.
Because I know you can't hear me once you push that button. That's what I'm realizing.
Click is one of the reasons I literally went to therapy, because my mum couldn't understand what the fuck was wrong with me after I watched that movie, and I didn't know what the fuck was wrong with me. Like, I'm not even joking. And then the GP was like, bro, like I have an uncle who has this thing, and I was like, okay, I don't think I have that. And then he started like talking to you, and then I was like, bro, stop talking. I was like, okay, cool, we need to send you somewhere to basically talk to some it wasn't really therapy, but it was like someone who talks to like kids about like school, how they feel. Maybe it was a bit like therapy now that I'm thinking about it. and then literally they're like to me, yeah, you have chronophobia, by the way. And I was just like, oh, okay, that's cool.
realizing now, Stanley. I'm realizing that
I'm gonna press it
needed
again.
to know that someone was listening. Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time. I stopped keeping track after a year. Have you ever sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year? Let me describe it for you. To begin with, there is only regret. There is only the turning wheel.
Bro, I do not like this. Like, I'm being so serious, bro. I don't like this. I really, really don't like them talking.
I felt nothing at all but regret for the longest time, Stanley. Days, months. I lost it all in a blur of the deepest longing to undo the past.
I've definitely said, I've told you the story before, Hank. I'm just gonna keep pressing it until he stops talking. Please don't talk about it. Just do the game now. You know what? It's called chronophobia. It's the fear of time. Okay. Like my hands have actually like my hands actually have lost, like, they're like numb. I've lost feeling in them. Holy fucking shit, dude. I don't know how. I don't know what's going on. Is it this?
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough.
Gnashed
they had to leave
their
a pathetic
teeth.
Little The end is never the end, 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 is never.
This nigga done lost his mind. Yo, this bitch leaking. Oh shit, chicken. Where Aloy? Where Aloy? It's gonna turn into a future where Aloy is running around fighting robo dinos. Hello? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. take this one. That was live again. Oh, no, it's gone. This is the Assassin's Creed Mirage ending. I'm gonna word the plot. Of course you're the Vicky. It's totally Vegas. Okay. No. There is no sandworm. Now you've done it. Okay. Guys, here's the thing.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Here's the thing, guys. I actually have to go. I actually have to go. I was actually gonna leave at 9, but the what do you call it? Obviously, through what we were just doing, I couldn't. Yeah, I told you I need to leave earlier. So yeah, I actually need to go. What? Matchy. Yeah, you mean witchy more like. Of course, I joined. Eats. Space Monkey, that's not my fault, man. That's not my fault. You joined and then I had to leave. At least like 10. No, I literally need to go. And there's things I need to prep for, and things and people I need to call. Secret Bethesda. What? Bro, what the hell does that even mean? Secret Bethesda nuts. What does that even mean? I must have the stank of failure on me. So nah, it's not even that. I told everyone before, like when I started the stream today, I'm gonna have to end early. So no, don't worry. It's not your stench of failure. I'm used to that smell. Oh, he's got a date with the babes. I fucking wish it's not that at all. I'll make my life so much fucking easier. He's going gym. No, I went gym earlier today. I only go gym during the days. The Rahma's the one with the gym that's 24 hours. My gym closes at like 10. He's making his own to the front. So okay. I won't leave it because you smell. I mean, you so. Basically, yeah. The groceries right at the door. See, perfect timing. You guys are welcome. This monkey on a life. No. But he wishes. Everyone wishes. No, is that not how it works? They could. To be fair, yeah. People use the names. I don't actually know who's who in it. Let's be honest. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for being here. I know this is a short one, but I'll see you guys on Thursday. I don't know if I'm gonna be continuing with this or not. I probably will be doing something else, but I just wanted to play this in it. Maybe I'll carry on because I actually am interested to see how far the rabbit hole goes, obviously. But I don't know. Who am I right now? But yeah, we'll see. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for coming to the stream. I'm sorry this one is short. I've got some fucking shit that I need to sort out. Okay, love you. Bye. Thanks, Omar. Go get your fucking groceries. I hope you guys have had a good day. What's actually wrong with you? You people, your brains are made out of porridge. This is why you move the way you guys move. For Gareth, by the way, did you get as far as this when you played it, by the way? Because you said you finished it, right? What's ableism, by the way? Am I a dickhead? What are you talking about? Where's your sign? You finished it at least 2 times. Yes, I'm goodbye. You man, and your obsession with lips and things is insanity, by the way. I said I love you. Okay, I love you too. Wait, is the game actually finished? Have I finished it? Because if I finished it, then I'm not just a bad man and I've done the thing. Is that what's going on? There's an achievement to finish it in under 2. But you can't do that. No one's. Well, I can finish it hella quick. Let's behave ourselves. But yeah. Anyway, I'll see you guys on Thursday. Thank you guys for being here. Sorry that this one is short, and I shall see you guys then. Please enjoy the rest of your guys' evening. It's early, so you guys can go do. You guys can go do your thing. Hinky, this is for you, of course. Love you guys.